Hello everyone, welcome to the Cisco CCNA course. In this course, we will examine the basics of wired and wireless networking, how to configure Cisco routers and switches, how to design and set up a wired and wireless network, how to secure the networks we design, and many more topics in this course. Cisco is one of the world's leading companies in the field of networking, providing all the products that institutions need with the products they produce not only in the field of network but also in all other information technology fields. The Cisco CCNA certificate you will receive for him is a very valid certificate in the world and in Turkey. When you look at job postings such as network specialist or network engineer, Cisco CCNA certifications are always in the first place. The reason for this is that in this course you do not only learn Cisco, you also learn the basics of networking, so even if the companies do not have Cisco in their infrastructure, they want Cisco CCNA and CCNP certificates. Hello everyone, in this video I will briefly tell you about the topics we will cover throughout our course. I have prepared the content of this course according to the curriculum of the official book that Cisco has prepared for the CCNA course. This course covers all of the Cisco CCNA 200 to 301 exam topics and consists of a total of 14 chapters and 50 main topics. I have also prepared documents in English for each chapter, which you can download from the resources link under this video. In our first part, we'll talk about the introduction to the course, about the instructor, about the course content, and about Cisco certifications. Our main topic in Chapter 2 is Internetwork Communication. In this chapter we will discuss topics such as Introduction to TCP/IP Networking Model, Ethernet Basics, WAN and IP Routing. We have a separate chapter for WAN and IP Routing, where we will go into more detail. In our third part, we will gradually start to enter the topics on the switch side. Here I will explain how to use the command line interface, an overview of the switches and the basic configuration of the switches. In Chapter 4, we have VLANs, Spanning Tree Protocol, RSTP and Ether channel configuration topics. In Chapter 5 we will talk about IP version for addressing and subnetting, where you will learn about IP addresses and subnets. In the 6th chapter, I will discuss router management, static route, IP version 4 routing, and error troubleshooting. In Chapter 7, we will cover topics such as OSPF concept, OSPF applications, and OSPF network types. In the 8th chapter, we have IP version 6, where we will do the basics of IP version 6, address and subnets and IP version 6 applications. In Chapter 9, I'll cover topics such as wireless network basics, wireless architecture, and wireless security. Finally, we will complete this chapter by showing how to create a wireless LAN on the wireless LAN controller. Before starting the access control lists in the 10th chapter, we will review the transport and application layers in the TCP/IP networking model. After that, we will finish with the basic ACL configuration and extended access control lists and access control lists. In Chapter 11, I will tell you about network security architecture, securing network devices, switch port security, DHCP server configuration, DHCP snooping and ARP inspection. Our main topic in Chapter 12 is IP services. Under this topic there are device management protocols such as SNMP, then I will tell you about network address translations, quality of service and various IP services. When we come to Chapter 13, I will tell you how to design a local area network, how to design a wide area network and cloud architecture. In the latest chapter, we will cover network automation topics. In this chapter, we will cover data controller-based networking, SDA, REST, JSON, Ansible, Puppet and Chef. Our main topics that we will cover in our course are briefly like this, so goodbye to see you in our next lesson. Hello everyone, now let me briefly tell you a little about Cisco certifications and exams. Cisco has updated its certifications by 2020 and changed the names and curricula of all previous certifications to start 2020 with new content and new certifications. Now let's take a look at the old certificates, and then we look at the new certificates. Before 2020, CCNA certification had varieties as you can see here: router and switching, wireless, security, service provider, cloud, data center, collaboration. We usually start with CCNA router and switching to receive our certificate, and after receiving it, we continue our way as CCNP router and switching. After you get this, if you want to progress in the wireless or data center or collaboration field, you can also get one of these, or you get your CCIERS certificate directly after router and switching, and the process works in this way. But after 2020, Cisco, I simplified the content of the CCNA certification and changed it a bit. Before, CCNA didn't have much security, wireless and collaboration issues. Actually, there is not much collaboration topic again. but there is a topic called Quality of Service among the new topics. This topic has been added to the new CCNA course curriculum. Then topics such as DHCP snooping and ARP inspection in the CCNA security course have been added to the course, and the old CCNA also takes the wireless topics from the introduction. But the new CCNA course has also given a little more weight. Now that you have your basic CCNA certification, you can get your certifications such as CCNP Collaboration, Data Center, Enterprise, Security, and Service Provider. The CCNP Enterprise certificate here replaced the router and switching certificate here. So after you get CCNA, you can also get CCNP Enterprise, Data Center or Collaboration. It's up to you. You have to take 2 exams to get certified. Now let's go to Cisco's site and take a look at them. As you can see here, there is the associated CCNA level, and here there are the professional, expert and architectural levels. You are currently receiving this training, and the exam code for this training is 200 to 301. The online test center is Pearson VUE, which is Cisco's authorized test center. You can come here and create an account. You can enter the exam you will take after creating an account. You can enter the exam center and the test date time at a date and time you want. Already at the end of the course, I will show you the sites that give you the exam questions and the lab questions that have come out before. We will solve some of the questions and lab applications that have been previously published on these sites with you. The questions come out like this way, and I will show you how you can do the lab applications. By looking at these questions and lab applications, we will complete our course. So what I have to tell you for now is goodbye, to see you in our next lesson.